We watch them compete for thousands, millions of dollars. We marvel at their reaction times, their perfect aim, and their almost psychic ability to read the game. We trust that when we're watching the best of the best in competitive Call of Duty, we're seeing pure skill. But what happens when that trust is completely broken? These are times Call of Duty players got caught cheating. Number 1, Clayster exploiting complexity, GAs. Before diving into aimbots and wall hacks, we need to discuss the murky gray area of the pro play, exploits. This isn't about third-party software. It's about using the game's code in ways the developers never intended. For years, this has been a major source of controversy. Is it cheating if the glitch is technically available to everyone? This entire debate erupted in 2016 during the Call of Duty World League. The match pitted two giants against each other, FaZe Clan and Complexity. During a crucial Game 5 Search and Destroy, three-time world champion Clayster used what was later called an unintentional line of sight. It was a spot on the map that provided him with a broken, unexpected angle, completely disrupting Complexity's strategy. The move caused an immediate uproar, resulting in FaZe forfeiting the series and sparking a firestorm in the league. Clayster later went on YouTube to defend himself.
I'm sure you guys have heard by now what happened with us in the Complexity match. I used an illegal spot, an exploit of the map is what they called it, and we ended up getting forfeited for that map, not just for the round that we won. It was 4-2. I can understand maybe a 4-3 replay or a complete replay. I can't really understand just giving us a forfeit after all said and done, but what the purpose of this video is I'm going to go ahead and show you guys all my map exploits and illegal spots, and just kind of want to get y'all's opinion on what spots should and should not be allowed. Some of these spots have ledges, some of these spots do not. But first, before the video, I kind of wanted to talk about this whole fiasco a little bit, give you guys a little lowdown on what's going on. Namely, it's been a little hectic, to be honest, with the arguments with the people we've been talking to and stuff like that. We feel that it's pretty unfair what happened to us. These spots were considered, you know, elite spots that you had to have really good movement to get into, and they were praised. They were, there was no criticism. There was nobody saying you cheated, you got outside the map. I understand if you can't be shot back or if you're just standing in midair, but when it looks like you're standing on something and it looks like you're standing on a tree or a ledge or the corner of this or that, how are we supposed to know what is and is not allowed? You know, as you guys will see by this video, there's a ton of spots like this. Who knows what's allowed and what's not?
He asked the simple question, where do you draw the line? This whole mess shed light on a long-standing unwritten rule in the pro scene, the gentleman's agreement. Since the league couldn't possibly rule on every single map exploit, teams would often just agree not to use certain broken spots or overpowered mechanics. But these agreements were fragile. One team's broken was another team's genius, and with nothing official to back them up, these packs were often broken, leading to consistent accusations and bad blood. The problem worsened during the online era of CDL. With no officials physically present, it was nearly impossible to police these unintended advantages. A well-known example was the start glitch in Modern Warfare 2019. When you died, you could hit the start button and for a brief moment see the map from the perspective of the player who killed you, revealing enemy positions. Some claimed it was blatant cheating, but others, like pro player Crim6, argued that since it was in the game and couldn't be enforced, it wasn't cheating, it was simply part of the meta. This gray area fosters suspicion, making it difficult to determine whether you were outplayed or simply out-glitched. However, as we'll see, sometimes the cheating isn't as gray as it seems. Number 2, Jimbo caught cheating at Challengers Champs 2023. Sometimes the proof isn't buried in some weird map geometry or a hidden glitch. Sometimes it happens right out in the open during the biggest tournament of the year. This is the story of Jimbo, a former CDL pro whose downfall was incredibly public. Jimbo had already competed in the big leagues with the Paris Legion. After being dropped, he returned to the Challengers circuit, the tier 2 scene where players hustle for another shot at the top. And Jimbo was absolutely dominating. His online gameplay was so impressive, it was starting to draw attention. Rumors began spreading, fueled by people like Doug Sensor Martin, who noted that Jimbo seemed to play like a god online, but appeared much more human at in-person LAN events. The 2023 Challengers Championship in Las Vegas was the culmination of a year-long effort with a $60,000 prize. Jimbo's team, Orbit, faced Omit in a tense match streamed on Twitch. Omit led by over 100 points in Hardpoint when suddenly Jimbo was kicked from the lobby. The community was stunned. his account was banned. But then the clarification arrived, and it was harsh. An Activision representative confirmed that there was no mistake. They conducted a thorough check on his account and found irrefutable proof of hacking. The ban was official. The news spread quickly, and Jimbo's team was immediately disqualified from the tournaments. Suddenly, his entire season appeared to be suspicious. That Challengers Cup his team won to even qualify for champs, the one that knocked Censor's team out, it was now forever tainted. He had not only stolen prize money, but also robbed deserving players of a chance to compete. It was the first time a player with his profile was banned so publicly during a major LAN, and it was a harsh lesson. Your secrets will eventually come out. Number 3, Captain Baldy exposes himself cheating on Warzone. In the world of Call of Duty streaming and competitive Warzone, cheating has been around since the game's early days. Many streamers, like Captain Baldy, built their reputation by playing extremely well in public matches and tournaments, earning respect in the Warzone community. That is, until he accidentally revealed himself to everyone.
Task manager? Yo, they want my task manager? Hold up. Oh wait, I gotta close my whole game for that now.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Nah, control delete.
Control delete?
Wait, but do you have it on window?
Nah, control delete task manager. Put it up, throw it up.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's over. It's over.
This clip went viral, and he was quickly banned from both Warzone and Twitch. Number 4, Ave and Vexo 2024 World Series of Warzone. While the CDL deals with its own scandals, the world of high-stakes Warzone tournaments has become a breeding ground for its own brand of controversy. When hundreds of thousands of dollars are on the line, the temptation to cheat is massive, and some of the game's biggest names have been caught in the act. One of the most shocking cases involved Warzone pros known as Ave and Vexo. During the 2024 World Series of Warzone qualifiers, rumors started to spread about them. After leaked messages showed them discussing cheats, Vexo took to social media and admitted that he did it because he got greedy. He claimed that many others were cheating in the tournament and that his legit gameplay was just as good as his hacked gameplay.
Oh wow.
How long?
Since early February, middle of February, around there. We shouldn't have got caught in the first place.
Shut the f up. What did you think would happen? Oh, that's a sell and we still didn't qual? You were yacked up for 6 months. LCQ, NA, and you still got 19th?
I want to make a career for myself, Rob. Like, bro.
Oh my god, get the f out of here, bro.
The bold confession shocked the community, with fellow pro Huskers saying, "You scammed hard-working, legitimate people out of the opportunity of a lifetime." His teammate, Robeezy, explained that he did not know that they were cheating, sharing his side of the story on a YouTube video.
Howard, I'm not necessarily sure what I can do to prove my innocence, but it's pretty evident there. Vex and Ave have no respect for work ethic, no respect for anybody in the community. They obviously didn't give a fuck about what was going to happen to me and my brand as a YouTuber, as a content creator, as someone who's worked tirelessly to get to where I am.
Number 5, Parasite exposes the blur glitch, Black Ops 2. But exploiting certain spots or using in-game glitches to gain an unfair competitive advantage was definitely not something new, because back during the legendary Black Ops 2 era, Parasite exposed a glitch that effectively enabled wall hacks for players abusing it, and it was apparently used by many pro players at the time. For example, Parasite showed a spot on Raid where, when aiming your weapon, certain objects in your peripheral vision would sometimes be in focus and other times be blurred.
Yoshi right now is currently, as you'll see, he is in the spawn. He hasn't pushed anything. He's just, starting off the game. All right, now it's clear. All right, Yoshi, come and push A. Start pushing towards A.
No. Walking, tell me when it gets blurry.
All right, it's blurry. Everyone stop.
Okay.
Notice how the texture changes. Look at it. It just blurs out. Where is he on the map? He is under bedroom. He is in the bedroom building. Under it, up top, it doesn't matter. It's blurry. All right, Yoshi, run back to your spawn. It's clear. So, put yourself in a player's perspective. Off the rip of the game, or even in like a 1v1. All you have to do, pre-aim this. All right, it's clear. That means he's not water building. All right, now Yoshi, come to water building. Up, he's pushing A. Up, the last guy's inside top water building. Oh my.
Although the glitch was made public in October, pros may have been abusing its wall hacks in the months before. Once it was discovered and exposed by Parasite, pros generally agreed not to use it against each other, although it was never officially banned by the league. At UMG Dallas, however, with $20,000 on the line, the eventual champions of the tournament, Vanquish Gaming, were heavily accused of using this glitch to cheat during their run. Even in 2021, Call of Duty pros were still talking about it, expressing frustration over this issue, a problem that had cost thousands of dollars on multiple occasions during the Black Ops 2 season. As anti-cheat systems improve and ban waves keep happening, the real question is whether this is a war that can ever truly be won. As long as there's money and glory at stake, people will seek shortcuts. The stories we've shared today are just the ones brought into the light. The battle for the soul of competitive Call of Duty continues. Thanks for watching this video. Check out 15 times Scrap disrespected his opponents next.